What's going on, guys? So, y'all see today's topic, and I'm just going to say this. I have been saying this for a long time, and some people got mad at me. They felt like I was hating or just trying to downplay um, a black owned brand, and that was not the case. BET is a dead brand. The brand has been dead for a while now. And if you think, and if you don't believe me, let's take a step back. When Robert Johnson had BET, before he sold it to Viacom, it was already on the decline. So what did he do to get out of it? He was looking for somebody to buy it. Viacom came along, gave him a big bag for it, and he took it, which I'm not mad at him for that. And ever since Viacom got their hands on it, it's just been trash. And the reason why it's been trash is because they have no content. They have no content that people want to see. There was nothing on BET that strikes people's attention to say, okay, let me run home and check this out. Or, while I'm at work or wherever I'm at, let me look on my phone and see the last episode or what happened. They just don't have that. And they haven't had that for a long time. And now they've pulled the plug on award shows, which is the Hip Hop Awards and the Soul Train Awards. They pulled the plug on those shows. But I'm not surprised and shocked about it. Because when your brand does not have the viewership or the audience, what sponsors are going to want to put money behind that? What well-known celebrities is going to come and want to support that? Nobody. When you look at the award shows, you don't see any well-known celebrities coming to the award shows like they used to. Because they looking like it doesn't benefit them to come there. Sponsors are saying it doesn't make sense to them to support the award shows. And what I mean by make sense, it doesn't make sense to them from a business end or mentally. So they're like, okay, we're not gonna support that. We're not gonna put no money behind that. And if you saw the BET Awards, what did they do? The last award show that they did, what did they do? You gave Sportsman of the Year award to Angel Reese. You gave a gospel award to Gorilla, which we already know why you did that. They did that because they needed ratings. And Gorilla and Angel Reese are the top people right now who have huge followings. So if we can get them these awards, then it's going to persuade their platform and their people who follow them to come over here and follow us, which that wasn't the case. So people are going elsewhere. Celebrities and stars are going elsewhere for recognition to grow their brands. BET is just not a brand that's going to help you grow or will be good for you to do business with. I'm sorry to say, but I mean, it is what it is. Even though they ran and got Tyler Perry, and they thought that Tyler was going to help them or get them back on track, and we see that's not working because why? His brand is on a decline, and people are getting tired of his stuff because it's so predictable. Just the whole Tyler Perry brand, they like, okay, we know what his stuff is about, and we're not really interested in seeing that anymore. So they're starting to leave. His fan base is starting to go elsewhere as well. But let me just say this, because I did grow up on BET. I did enjoy watching BET, but I don't really watch it anymore. But I do want them to win. And there's a way that they can get themselves back on track. There is some light at the tunnel for this. BET is going to have to reinvent themselves. They're going to have to create a whole new identity, a whole new image, step away from that old image, stop using that sales pitch of, hey, we're the first black network brand for the black community, and you should want to do business with us. That's not working. And that's not me saying that they are using that. I will hope they're not, but these are just my opinions. They need to just create a whole new identity. You can still have it BET, but just create a new identity and go in a different direction. Because it don't matter when you have streaming networks. It don't matter if you a faith-based streaming network, if you horror films, whatever your streaming network is catered towards to. You gotta have content. So when they reinvent themselves, the next thing that they're gonna have to do is bring in executives who have experience at developing great content that brings audiences to the network. And also that have really healthy relationships with the heavy hitters out here. That they can convince them to come there and want to do business with you all. That's the only way BET is going to get themselves back on track. And if they don't do that, they're going to continue to be where they are. And even though they pulled the plug on the Soul Train Awards and the Hip Hop Awards, I would not be surprised if also they pulled a plug on the BET Awards. I wouldn't be surprised if they do that. They're gonna have to hit the reinvent button. They're gonna have to hit that reset button. As the old saying goes, in order to build a better world, you got to tear the old one down. And in the process of doing that, you're gonna make some enemies and people are not gonna like it. Oh well. It's not personal, it's business. Because also we see that Viacom has been trying to sell BET. So if the parent company that owns it is trying to sell it, what does that tell you? But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. Do you agree or disagree that BET is a dead brand? Do you feel that there's some light at the end of the tunnel that they can come back? Let me know how y'all feel about it. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned.